Welcome to another deep dive. Today we're heading to the Amazon rainforest, diving deep into your article, World-Changing Discovery. See what was just found in the Amazon rainforest. It's packed with fascinating stuff, but what I really want to get into with you is what makes this ecosystem so remarkable.
Well, you know what I found captivating about this article? It peels back, like, the common view of the Amazon, pristine, untouched, and really digs into a history shaped by people, by amazing discoveries, stuff we're only just uncovering.
Okay, yeah, let's get into it. I mean, first thing that hit me, the Amazon's UGE, right? You say it's twice the size of India.
Yeah.
Twice. Like you could fit all of Europe in there twice over and still have room to spare.
Precisely. And that size, it's not just about acreage, it means global impact. We're talking 10% of the world's known species, all tucked away in this one place, and the role it plays in regulating our climate. Crucial.
10%. Wow. Okay, so like that one spot's got 10% of everything we know about. That's a mind-boggling library of life right there, and we're still finding new books, basically.
Exactly. And when we talk climate regulation, think about it like a massive natural air purifier, sucking up that carbon dioxide, mitigating climate change.
Hold on. So this one place, as huge as it is cleaning the air for, what, half the planet? That's a lot of responsibility resting on those trees. Makes you think, we're all connected.
Absolutely. And that's why this deforestation thing, it's a big deal. The article mentions cattle ranching, right?
Yeah.
Huge driver. We think about our burgers, but it's impacting this ecosystem thousands of miles away.
Yeah, that's something to chew on, literally. Easy to forget when it feels so far away, but our choices, they ripple out, don't they?
They do. It all connects. But shifting gears a bit, you know what else caught my eye? These walking trees. I gotta admit, at first I was picturing, like, Ents from Lord of the Rings.
Me too, like marching through the jungle. So what's the deal? Are they going to take over Middle-earth?
Not quite. These things, like the Socratia exoriza, they move incredibly slowly, like 2-3 centimeters a day. More like a slow creep. Basically, soil erodes, they grow new roots, seek out stable ground, and over time, shitten their weight.
So less of a march, more like a really, really slow shuffle towards better soil. Still pretty cool.
Yeah.
Adapting, right? Nature always finds a way.
It really does. Speaking of adaptations, the boiling river. Now that's something else.
Okay, a boiling river. Sounds like something out of Jules Verne. Can we cook pasta in it? Seriously, what's the story there?
Haha. It might be hot enough to boil an egg, but I wouldn't recommend the swim. This thing, the Shane Tempishka, it can get hot enough to kill, seriously.
Okay, that's hot. Is it volcanic activity? What's causing that?
Good question. It's in a volcanically active region, but the heat itself isn't directly from volcanoes. It's geothermal activity.
Geothermal. So rainwater seeping down, getting superheated by something down there, then bubbling back up, like a giant hot spring. That's wild.
It's pretty extraordinary. The largest of its kind, they think. Just another example of the Amazon's hidden depths and the mysteries they hold.
Makes you wonder what else is down there, right? Under all that green. Speaking of which, this article, it hints at a whole other side to the Amazon, like a history we're just starting to uncover.
Right. For so long, it was this untouched paradise, nobody there before us, that's what we thought. But these archaeological finds, they're changing the story. People, societies, way more complex than we knew.
Yeah, those geoglyphs it mentions, they're like straight out of Indiana Jones. What's the deal with those?
Imagine this. Massive, like, geometric patterns carved into the earth, bigger than football fields, hidden under the rainforest for centuries. That's the geoglyphs.
Wow, bigger than football fields. Okay, hold on, that's incredible. And they did this under the trees. Who made these things and what were they for?
Million-dollar questions, right? Researchers, they think indigenous populations sometime between 1000 BC and 1000 AD, but the why? Still up for debate. Ceremonies, astronomy, maybe marking territory, we're not sure.
It's wild to think these ancient people right here, shaping the land, looking at the stars, changes how you see it, not just this empty jungle.
Exactly. A landscape shaped by people with their own cultures, traditions, and we're just scratching the surface. Who knows what else is out there?
Makes you realize how much we don't know. But okay, while we're on the topic of uncovering stuff, we got to talk about the life in the Amazon. This article, it mentions something like 10% of the world's known species are found there.
It's true. 10%. Can you imagine that diversity? It's mind-blowing. I mean, you've got the Victoria Regia water lily, for example. Those leaves, 2 meters across, strong enough to hold a small child.
That's a lily pad I wouldn't mind taking a nap on, as long as there's no, piranhas about.
Probably a good call. But yeah, it's teeming with life. Macaws, toucans, jaguars, pink river dolphins. It's truly unique.
Like a real-life jungle book.
Yeah.
But it's not just the animals, right? Plants, too. The article said a lot of our medicines come from stuff found in the rainforest.
Absolutely. It's like the world's medicine cabinet. For centuries, indigenous people have known this, and modern science is finally catching up.
So plants that could hold cures for diseases, maybe even ones we don't know about yet.
Exactly. The possibilities are immense. Think about curare, used as a muscle relaxant, comes from Amazonian plants. Or quinine, from the cinchona tree, used to treat malaria.
It's crazy, right? These life-saving things were there all along and we had no idea. Just makes you think what else is out there.
It really highlights how important it is to protect it, not just the animals, the plants too. Every species lost, it's a potential loss of knowledge.
It's a lot to take in, the sheer scale of it, the history, the life. It's daunting, but also inspiring. So much potential.
Absolutely. There's a sense of awe, of wonder when you explore the Amazon, a reminder that there are still places like this full of mystery.
Speaking of mysteries, this Uña de Gato thing caught my eye. Helps with everything from arthritis to hangovers, apparently. Miracle plant, a hangover cure that grows on trees. I'm listening. But really, this Uña de Gato, is it that amazing?
Well, maybe not a miracle cure, but it shows you what the Amazon offers. It's a vine, cat's claw, they call it sometimes, been used in traditional medicine forever. Now, research is finding anti-inflammatory stuff, immune system boosting. Might explain why people use it for so much.
So no magic bullet, but still pretty cool. We're still figuring out what these plants can do.
Exactly. Every species we lose could be losing some knowledge, some answer we haven't even thought to ask yet. That's why this matters. Not just pretty trees, but the future of medicine. Heck, maybe the planet.
You start to see, we're just scratching the surface here, right? What else is out there if we can protect it?
It's about respect, you
Yeah.
know? The Amazon, it's nature's power on display. A million years of life, a symphony, and we're just guests.
This has been amazing, really.
Yeah.
From the sheer size of it to the history we never knew, the plants, the animals.
Yeah.
Makes you think.
It's been my pleasure, really. Hopefully folks listening, they get a sense of that wonder, that awe. This place deserves it.
It does. And more importantly, maybe this gets them learning more, doing something to protect it. Because it's not just our responsibility, it's an investment, right, in our future.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, on that note, thanks for joining me for another deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring.